Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Nancy Drew, Lights, Cameras, and Curses. So, we spent probably too much time trying to find that final key to get into this area, and now, well, we didn't get a key, we actually got a bobby pin, which is going to tutorialize us in, I assume, a lockpicking minigame that we'll do multiple times. So, I'm not sure if I'm 100% cool with Nancy Drew picking locks and breaking into places, but if she is going to be a detective, the story's not going to go very far if she doesn't break a few rules. You've entered lockpick mode. To unlock the door to the pawn shop, you need to make the right patterns with the colored lock tumblers. Okay, so is this just a match game where I'm going to match this? This shows you the pattern you need to make. Is this going to be controlled by the mouse, or am I going to have to use the keyboard? Drop pieces down here to match the pattern on the left. Now it's your turn. Try dropping a piece. So there's 4 spots and the score went back down to 0. So I assume I'm supposed to do this. Great, you've completed the first pattern and added to the lockpick meter. We're that much closer to unlocking the door. That gave me 100 points. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So 300 points.
All right.
125 points. And one assumes that the last thing to collect now in this scene is this. All we're trying to do right now is get the Ankh. That is the prop that we were asked to pick up by our contact,
The Ankh Molly wanted.
Molly, for... Like, we're here to investigate suspicious incidences, not to pick up props at all. And I can't click on anything or interact with it. You just click OK, I guess. And we're done. And there's that
That's
black
the cat
cat.
Molly wants me to catch. I'd better go after it.
This doesn't feel like we're really doing any sleuthing. This feels like we are wasting our time doing pointless and boring busy work. So there's 5 things we need to collect here to get to this cat up on this Nor sign. Wonder if anyone tossed anything useful into here lately. Let's look. We found a coin. Let's put it in here. See what happens. There's a lot of animation here, wasted animation. Like, somebody paid money to animate each of these scenes, and you just wouldn't see that in a modern hidden object game. On my, I assume there's no way to kill Nancy Drew.
Well, I better turn the power off before someone gets electrocuted, namely me.
So this, and let's try that.
It looks like there are some tools behind that gate. Maybe I can use them.
Let's see, do we see anything else that we can even click on? I mean, we could look here to get another coin. Let's just go ahead and open the gate. Not quite. Try something else. So maybe we have to lockpick it again. And we're gonna see that loading section. We're gonna throw another color into the mix. Keep building patterns until you've filled the meter all the way. Just don't let your tumblers reach the top of the screen, or you'll need to start over. Tip: you can click on any upcoming piece to swap it with your active piece. You can also right click to switch the top piece in line. Alright, so if I right click, that works. That works. And I don't like, what am I supposed to do here? I guess the idea is we're just gonna burn some. There we go. Now I'm assuming that I made an assumption that's probably wrong, come to think of it, that you had to fit these in between the two slots. Let's see if that's true. Oh, I screwed that up. One. Man, oh man, I am not doing well. About to lose. And let's see. This is not good. Every step brings us a step closer, and not moving brings us a step closer. Ah. So score starts again. Let's try this a second time. And now all of a sudden it's not overwhelmed with red pieces. That would be helpful if it weren't for the fact that now I do need red pieces. And who's to say what I'd ever need as far as matches, so I don't know. Like I don't know how to burn pieces in an efficient way. Let's see. I guess we could do this. Darn it. I clicked the wrong button.
There we go.
Well, I can tell you I already do not like the bramble here has overgrown whatever this is. Cut that too. Like, I do not like what's going on here as far as minigame. So I'd prefer not to see it ever again. It's tool, which I don't know if we were supposed to hook that up to something or not. There's still 3 things here. So we take a tool and we use it with the wire. 3 in a row. I guess we want to get combos and not do things. I believe the statue is fixed. So that and that.
I don't think it's going to work until I fix the wiring and turn the power back on.
Turn the power back on. So did that break my 3 in a row? And there's practically no way you wouldn't see this cutscene twice. Well, I guess it's slightly different. Did I just shoot the cat?
Now where'd it go?
I think I may have just shot a cat. No, I guess I shot in the other direction with the fake thing. I assume there's nothing more, and this is just all fake background art that doesn't matter. But I'm not happy to come back to this area and have to, like, where's my flashlight? I'm out of batteries, I guess. I guess you lose your battery. There's the cat. Let's grab it. Not quite. I better try something else. Like most point-and-click adventure games and hidden object games, there's a lot of talking to yourself happening here. Guess that's not it either.
Guess I'll have to go upstairs if I want to catch that cat.
Well, I think I figured out why there's 26 chapters in this game. It's long and boring. And that's exactly what other people were saying. That this game is hard to play. Guess we're looking. I doubt that scene I was just in is not gonna have anything else to do in it. There's something else in there, something
There's a key in here.
flickering for no reason.
I need something long and sticky.
Long and sticky. Pair up several objects in a row without any mismatches to earn extra chain bonuses. Remember, you can uncover several items on a screen before attempting to make any matches. So theoretically I should just do this, then do that, this, and then do that. Of course, you kind of have to remember what you're clicking on, because some of these things are small. There's supposedly 4 other things that we'll find, but I imagine that will come out later. Pencil. 2 more things to find. Do we think they really are here? Let's assume the key is one of them. A lockpick. So if I hit this one first, I can't lockpick it. We have a pencil and a piece of paper. That doesn't work. We have a trash receptacle. We have a coffee cup. So the old cabinet lock and this. That doesn't work. What is that? It's too high up. That. Can't believe we have all of these things and none of them specifically work. Now we have this with, I guess, the eyeball, and this gum is no longer gummy, and I know that much. Okay, so we'll put it with a coffee cup, and that should rehydrate the gum. Pre-chewed rehydrated gooey gum. And I assume we want it on this pencil. So now we have a pencil with this. Nope, there goes my bonus. Honestly, this game's not good enough for something like that, where it'd be worth coming back and playing chapters. And we have some files we can look through. Pretty. I wonder what this metal thing is for. Me too. Let's see if it's a key for that. No. Is it a nunchuck we throw with this? No. This cable on the fan needs to be fixed. Probably goes well with this tape. So now whoever's using this office will now have a fan that works. Isn't this a prop room though? Like, isn't that the whole idea, is all of this is just a prop? A set? A fan is pretty powerful, so now we can use this with this, hopefully. It will just magically fall down. And magically fall down in the exact same place the cord was. Something important is written on the note. Let's try this and that. Nope. There goes my match again. Should have just looked at it. Unlock My Heart by Charlena Purcell. Unlock My Heart by Charlena Purcell. There's one more thing to find in this area. We sure aren't following any kind of story, though. This is not the way to tell a detective story. For one thing, if you were trying to establish Nancy Drew, you've done a terrible job of that. The book has a strange inscription on it. Okay, now I see it. That would have been pretty obvious. A secret compartment. How clever. Not really. There we go. And what's in the desk? You have to look at things before you pick things up, apparently.
Looks like someone's not too happy.
Arthur, I just found out what you did to make sure I directed this picture. Some people are not as good at lying as you are. Needless to say, I am not pleased, but if you think you've had the last word, Mr. High and Mighty, all-powerful movie producer, you are very, very wrong. I'm from Australia. Don't forget, home to some of the deadliest creatures in the world. So this is like a threat of murder.
I guess I should answer that.
Why? Why would you answer a phone in an apartment you're not even supposed to be in?
What you're doing can wait. You need to get back to the soundstage. Ms. McKenna's looking for you, quite frantically, I might add. There's been another accident.
So nothing we've been doing up to this point has anything to do with the actual story. It's just all been tutorial. It's been boring tutorial. The mini games aren't helping here. They're just wasting the player's time. And frankly, compared to modern hidden object games, they're unwelcome, which is saying quite a lot. Time for a bonus round just because they know that the gameplay is exhausting. It's time for a bonus round. Match as many matches as you can before time runs out to help boost your detective ranking. If you match all the badges on the screen, you'll be taken to another round. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So anytime there's a match like this, a game like this, what you do is match things in this way, so that you go in a very specific order, and that's not too bad. Ideally, you wouldn't want to have... I'm assuming you're getting different points for the different numbers you match. 75. Still haven't seen a 75. There's a 75. There's a 10. There's a 50. There's that. Keep going. 250. Here's another 250. We'll take that. There's another 250. I'm missing a lot here. So that gave me 990 points earned from the bonus game itself, which really just makes the whole scene pointless. Like, our chapter score was 1750, and does that include the 990 I got, or does that exclude it? Either way, if nearly half of what you scored through doing an hour's worth of work could have been earned in 30 seconds of playing the match game, that's a bad scoring system. I imagine since there are 26 chapters, though, we'll probably make it all the way to the special ending. And I'm not going to really sweat it if we don't. Again, unnecessary animation. I know it's just feet. I know it's just a fade out and a fade in and some feet. But really unnecessary
Nancy,
stuff.
What took you so long?
I ran into some bad luck. What happened here?
So the
Couple of
3D
grips were rigging lights when all
models
of a
of
sudden, the
characters.
scaffolding for the Nefertiti throne just collapsed out from under them. Nobody got hurt, but I thought it best to wrap for the night.
I see. Well, when I was in the office, I got a strange call from...
Let's see, a man with a deep voice, an actor who's practicing his lines, and even billing, a sarcastic agent. I'd say a man with a deep voice is the right response.
I got a strange call from a man with a deep voice. And he said...
So what's weird here is modern hidden object games seem to kind of easily get these 3D models, and I don't know where those 3D models come from, whether they're pre-made assets that you can just buy or use or get for free, or if there are just some animation studios in Korea or Russia or someplace that pays almost nothing to produce them. So often a marker of a bad hidden object game these days is 3D models of characters that stand out and make no sense when you're playing a 2D hidden object game, which is almost all hidden object games are 2D, and they look like they're hand drawn. I imagine you would have to pay the artist to hand draw the backgrounds and the art more than the character models, and that's probably the diversion there, is that there's one budget going to one thing and one budget going to the other. But even that's not 100% assured, because I have certainly seen some hidden object games where it seems like everything, the backgrounds, the objects you're clicking on, all those things were just already made for other games and just mixed matched and added together to make another game. So what did the guy say? He said, get back to the soundstage, which back is the wrong phrase, because I haven't been to the soundstage, I don't think. Molly got into an accident. If you want to get out alive, you'll stop your medicine snooping the scaffolding. He did say get back to the soundstage. I don't know if he said Molly got into an accident. I do think he said somebody got into an accident, though.
Get back to the soundstage.
That was Arthur Hitchens, my boss, our boss, the boss, the guy who's financing this shipwreck of a movie.
No,
See,
she's
you
not
bought the
moving her
theme park, the
lips or
soundstage
anything. It's
sitcom
just
is
slightly
counting on the
changing.
new improved version
Changing
of Pharaoh
stances.
to launch a new theme park he's going to develop. It's going to pay homage not to old Hollywood like the former park did, but to ancient Egypt.
Oh, I see. This whole set is sitting on an old theme park then. That explains the...
Rundown photo booth. Didn't see that dilapidated hot dog stand. Didn't see that rusty shrine to Frank Capra. Capra. I don't know who Frank Capra is, and the game hasn't told me, so that would almost certainly be the wrong answer. Old detective statue. Collapse set in the background. I guess maybe that explains the old detective statue.
That explains the
I'm
old
not really
detective
following
statue.
the logic there.
I tried putting a coin into the detective statue, and the first thing that happened was...
The detective took his hand. The eyes glowed. The detective fired his gun. I think the eyes glowed first. He took his hand out of his pocket, then he fired his gun.
The first thing that happened was the detective's eyes glowed. But then something went wrong because...
So it's actually asking me to say what I did. I suppose it's possible that other people could have played this differently and have to give different responses. But sure, this is the opposite of a detective game. You're not getting information from people you're talking to. You're giving information to people you're talking to. And not only in detective games, but in video games, that's annoying and silly. The puddle of water became electrified.
Because a puddle of water became electrified.
That statue is 65 years old. It was part of the theme park that was built after the set of the first Pharaoh movie was torn down and bulldozed over. Now, the park's just a bunch of dilapidated buildings. And killer statues. Why Arthur insists on keeping an office down there is beyond me.
So, regarding the latest accident,
So
I'd really like
Arthur
to check out that collapsed...
is... Let's see. And see, here's the thing. Was it a light fixture? Was it scaffolding? Was it... Let's see, can we go back and check... like, this map almost seems like we might get to a open world element of the game with each of these stars. I didn't think of that. So maybe this game opens up and we are here at action, journal entries, case in progress, evidence. We don't have anything like that. If we went back to the previous section, can we look at journal entries? Yes, you can, but only after it stops being useful. Well, maybe there would be something here if we go to the very end. No, that's not helpful either. We now know one of the mini games is lockpicking, so there's only 3 more, which that kind of stinks because that tells me we are gonna spend a ton of time doing lockpicking. 26 chapters, and we are only to chapter 4, and we're an hour and 30 into 30 minutes. I'm gonna go with Nefertiti's statue.
Next question.
So, if you get it wrong, you don't get 100 points, I guess. And let's go with scaffolding.
I'd really like to check out that.
Yeah, I got 50
scaffolding.
points.
That was the main reason I shut down for the night. So nobody could muck up the crime scene before you had a chance to look for clues. Just get to the bottom of these accidents. And keep looking for that cat.
And so only that last section was she actually
To
animated.
the part of the scaffolding that isn't collapsed. Maybe I can use this dolly. I just need to get it in the right position.
So we only have one thing we need to do right now. And let's see, score doesn't do anything. We've achieved amateur detective level. Clicking on this doesn't do anything. And the scale seems to be rather off because we're halfway through Rookie Investigator, which makes me heavily suspect that you only level up at specific spots. I don't think you can walk back to places. So this is just kind of a memory helper, which if this game goes into too much detail, I could certainly see needing some help to remember everything that's gone on. They're asking quite a lot. Going into a game and seeing reviews are mixed at best is never a great experience. It's not something that anybody who isn't a video game critic should probably do unless they've got somebody that they really trust vouching for the game. I had hoped that people's sense and sensibilities might be just a little askew of mine and I'd find something I like here, but so far I think everybody's right. This is dull. It's been an hour and 30 minutes and we're just now starting the gameplay. We could have been here in 10 minutes. Frankly, we could have started the game right here, and that would have been fine. We could have started the game right here and then popped up a box saying, do you need a tutorial? And then if people clicked yes, they would have done a 10-minute tutorial. But the elements and the mix of elements, none of it works. None of it feels good. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.